Just to say congratulations for the work you've done and your team. We can see the Kasarani and Nyayo and the training pitches in the Ulinzi and Police Stadium, including the training stadium here. The training pitches here in Kasarani are now ready for this wonderful tournament that is coming up. I just want to say that this is a moment of national pride for us. We are lucky as a country that will be hosting the finals of CHAN this year, and this is a great opportunity for us to rally behind our team so that we will have our national team playing in the finals at home. And it's also important to note that it is a fantastic opportunity for us as a country to market our nation. This gives us the room for us to prepare ourselves to be known by the entire world. And therefore, we want to invite all Kenyans of all walks of life to take CHAN this year very seriously and to come to the stadium to support our team, knowing that the home team are always considered to have 12 players, and the 12th player are the fans. And we want to request all our fans in the country to come and cheer our team for all the matches that we will have here, all the way to the finals. Number two is that we came here to assess the security situation, and we are very happy that first of all, we want to assure the country that we have put an elaborate security measures to ensure that our visitors arrive at the airport properly. They are going to be facilitated at the airport. As you very well know, all African countries have an exemption from ETA, so their entrance to the country does not require any kind of a visa. So we are going to have as many visitors as possible being quickly facilitated through our airport. We've also put security measures at the airport itself to ensure that the visitors are properly screened and the right people are entering our country. And also we want to say that the whole security measures have been put in place to secure our visitors in their hotels, and as they also walk in the streets of Nairobi. Those who will be, we expect many visitors who will visit our national park and our historical places, and therefore all security measures have been put in place and by the Office of the Inspector General of Police, as also represented here by the Regional Police Commander. All the teams that were required to support this tournament are ready. We are also happy here at the stadium that we have very good gates, very modern gates that have been put in place that can only be accessed using the cards, and we do not expect a stampede at the gate. In the past, you will have situations where too many fans are coming in without their tickets and creating a stampede. We want to ask all Kenyans who will be coming that they need to go through the protocols to ensure that everybody has their ticket, and we don't expect a spectacle around the stadium because CAF standards require that we admit those persons who have properly been ticketed to come to the stadium. Around the stadium also technology has been put in place. We have properly working sound system. Sound system is not just for the commentating for the match, it's also useful for any security issue to alert all the people within the stadium what to do in case there is any emergency that is required. It is also that fire engines are in place, and also fire extinguishers in different places. We have looked at the security room, and we have CCTV cameras around this stadium, about 102, right? Yeah, we have 102 CCTV cameras here, so we are able to see every detail around the stadium, and there are officers who are going to be manning the security cameras throughout, when there is a match and when there is no match, to ensure that the safety of this place is secured, and there are other security measures that have been put in place that we don't need to announce, that generally will ensure that only the right thing happens in this country that people come here to enjoy their match, and we want to provide world-class security services to ensure that the safety of our visitors is guaranteed. This is not just for Kasarani, that is the same for Nyayo, and that's the same for Ulinzi, and that's the same for police training grounds, and also the Kasarani here training ground. We want to make everywhere, including Utalii, want to make every facility to be as safe as we want. So therefore we want to congratulate the Ministry of Sports led by CS Mvurya for the work they have done so far to ensure that these standards are achieved, and we want to assure them that from the security sector we are going to support this very tournament to be very successful. And as I said earlier, everywhere up to the hotels are safe, and including our VIPs are properly covered. Otherwise, for Kenyans, I think let's be at our best behavior because we're having visitors around. Even in any family, they say that when visitors come at home, you must be at your best behavior. Let's ensure that this time round we ensure that our visitors feel at home. And I want to ask Kenyans also to be very courteous to our visitors. Many people will be in town. They will miss direction to where they are going. They will want to be guided on where to go. They will want also to know where best places to visit in Kenya. Please, let's be very courteous and supportive of our visitors. It reflects, because that is who we are as Kenyans. Except in small instances, we are always very courteous, very welcoming, very hospitable people. Let's be as much as possible hospitable to our visitors. Kwa hivyo ningependa kusema tumeshukuru sana. Tumekuja kuangalia kwamba mambo ya usalama katika viwanja vyetu vyote iko sawa, na tumehakikisha kwamba ile mitambo yote imewekwa hapa ya kupasa sauti, ya kuzima moto, hata jinsi ambavyo unaweza kuingia katika uwanja huu na Nyayo imewekwa vizuri kuhakikisha kwamba hatutakuwa na madhara yoyote na hatutakuwa na msongamano ama ile msukumano wakati tunaingia katika stadium hii. Tunataka tena kushukuru sana Wizara ya Michezo kwa kazi ambayo wamefanya kuhakikisha kwamba stadium iko tayari, na tunatarajia kwamba ijabo tarehe 3 tutaungana pamoja hapa katika mechi ya kwanza, na ni madhumuni yetu kuona kwamba timu yetu ya Kenya imefika fainali. Tuko na bahati sana kama nchi kwamba sisi ndio wale tutakuwa karibisha wale watafika fainali. Tunaomba kwamba tunaomba sana kwamba timu yetu ya Kenya ikuwe katika fainali hiyo, ndio hapa nyumbani tuweze tukasherekea. Sisi wenye tulikuwa watoto wadogo sana 1987 hatujawahi kuona kitu kama hii katika Kenya. Kwa hivyo tunataka sisi pia tuone vile tutaweza kushinda mchezo huu, na tuhakikisha kwamba kama Wakenya inatuleta pamoja tukishirikiana na wageni wetu wote, na tukue watu wastaarabu, watu wa kukaribisha wageni na kuwasaidia wanapohitaji usaidizi wetu wa kila aina. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki.
Waziri, ningependa kunasa mawazo yako kuhusiana na swala jingine mbali na michezo, kuhusu swala la kuna yale madai ambayo yalikuwa yamelimbikiziwa naibu inspector wa polisi Eliud Lagat, na kwamba amefutiliwa mbali zile tuhuma kuhusiana na mauaji ya Albert Ojwang. Kuna madai yanaibuka kwamba inaonekana kama katika mchakato wa haki, kutafutia haki wale ambao wameathiriwa pengine mikononi mwa polisi kwa madai kwamba ni kuchezewa shere. Na una maoni gani kwamba kutoka katika Wizara ya Usalama kwamba mchakato huu haujaingiliwa kwa vyovyote vile kinyume cha sheria na mamlaka yako?
Kesho saa 6 mchana nitatoa habari kamili kuhusu mambo ya usalama, na nitafanya katika ofisi kuu ya wizara, na ninawakaribisha nyote. Asante sana.
Kwa sasa
kama uko na maswali yote ya mambo ya usalama, tuko tayari kesho saa 6 mchana. Sports, okay. Yes, glad.
Pengine ungetoa swala moja.
Take you back to 2018, you are one of the Kenyan leaders who was in Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow for the final.
And also 2022.
When you look at that stadium and you look at Kasarani Stadium, does this stadium stand a chance to hold a final in the CHAN?
Yes, I think that first of all, let me say as a person who has followed football in many places, gone to Premier League matches, as you say, the World Cup, I think we've made very great progress in terms of infrastructure. If you remember, I was also in this ministry, and when I left, the pitch was not at this standard, and we were struggling with the CAF to meet the standards that they required. And we brought CAF experts to come themselves and assess the stadium. And we came here with the president of CAF, and eventually, by the time the CS was handing over to the local organizing committee, it was based on approval of CAF. So we, as a country, we must really be proud of ourselves that we have made such a great progress, that we have now renovated our sports facilities to the level that it can host these CHAN matches. We believe also that now the rest of the improvement towards the Africa Cup of Nations in 2027 will make even this a fantastic facility. But never forget that we are building one of the best football stadium in the continent at the Talanta Stadium, which is football only. And that will give the fans even greater experience, because you will be closer to the pitch compared to a mixed stadium like this Kasarani. So we may not have this stadium at the level of say, for lack of a better example, Stadium de France. Okay, but we have a stadium that is international and passes the standards of required for international matches. So that way, that's important. That's why us coming here is to see whether the security apparatus are of international level, because then that is what will, and we want, and when you see us from different ministries, not just security alone, because a meeting had been held earlier with the other ministries, health, because of port health issues, tourism, because of the expectations on tourism areas, and so forth, defense, who have been helping in the construction. Why we are looking at this as a whole government approach is because we know the importance of hosting international matches successfully to the country in terms of marketing our nation. So this is an international stadium. It may not be at the same level with others, but we are headed there, and particularly with Talanta, I'm sure we are headed there.
And maybe in addition, you know, those who were not here in 1987 until now, you know, we have had situations where our national team goes to play outside the country because there was no facility that fits the bill. And I think this is a substantial progress which has been made by the deliberate efforts of His Excellency the President to invest in infrastructure. And therefore, as we talk about the standards in Kasarani and comparing with the other countries, we need to appreciate that we have made substantial progress. In fact, even as late as last year, the teams were struggling where to play. But you see now, we have a facility here. We have a legacy project, the Talanta City, which is coming up. We have Nyayo, and Nyayo is going to be in 2 phases. We have done 1 phase for CHAN. We will do another phase for AFCON, where Nyayo will also have canopy and other facilities. And I want to assure the country and football fans and sports lovers in the country that the investment in infrastructure will continue beyond football, and that is why we even have academies, you know, going on across the country. And I just want to tell Kenyans that this CHAN and many other tournaments have allowed us to make substantial progress as a country, and as Kenyans we need to appreciate, because every milestone, every step in the right direction is very critical for progress. So I think this is one of those. And we need to continue the momentum to make sure that we also reach the standards that other people aspire.
Maybe we take 3 questions at once, then we'll respond and leave it there. So
yes,
and then Gladys, and then I forget your name. Vincent. Yes.
Vincent, yeah.
So 3 of you.
Yeah. Mine goes to CS Mongolia.
Yeah.
The security is checked, stadium is checked, but with 20 days to go, Kenyans have a concern about the issue of marketing.
You see the issue of marketing, as I said earlier, it is a pronged approach where the local organizing committee has a role and CAF has a role. This morning, we even had a discussion, and on Wednesday, Thursday, we will have even meetings with some of the key stakeholders that will do local marketing. The international marketing will be done by CAF, and they are also going to do their part in that regard. But I also want to say that we have been with you, media, all the time, and I believe part of your presence here is also to tell Kenyans what is happening in matters CAF. You know, so we have had a lot of interviews this weekend with the local organizing committee, and we will continue to do that. We have identified what the private sector will do, and that will be announced on Thursday, so they can help us to do the marketing.
One of the concerns that we've had as the football family is how police handle crowd management. I'd just like to know what are the measures that we've taken in training our police to ensure that they are able to handle crowd management, because the scenes that we've been seeing before, even in the Kenya-Gabon game, even in our derbies, the police didn't exactly know how well to handle crowd management. I'd just like to know how the progress and probably the number of police that have been trained in that.
Thank you. Let's take both so that we answer once. Vincent?
Waziri Mvurya, Waziri Murkomen, kuhusu swala la tiketi. Unajua tiketi ni muhimu sana kwa udumishaji wa usalama uwanjani. Hapa Kenya watu wengi hawajazoea sana masuala ya e-ticketing. Unapata watu wanatoka nyumbani wanakuja kutafuta tiketi kwenye gate. This time it will be different kwa sababu LOC imesema kulingana na CAF tickets za kwa online. Mnachukuliaje swala hili la tiketi katika udumishaji ama uboreshaji wa usalama kwenye michuano ya CHAN?
Okay, nitaanza alafu waziri atamalizia.
Huyu alikuwa na
swali.
Waziri, you recently announced a security. you recently announced a security simulation exercise, and my interest is post-CHAN. Will these same security apparatus be there? Because you've mentioned that there will be matches taking place now that we have quality infrastructure stadium.
Thank you very much. I think in terms of the crowd management, in terms of international standards, the police are not supposed to be inside the pitch. So there are match stewards that are procured and trained, and that process is ongoing from tomorrow, I am told by the LOC. And then the police will do their security work. Some will be here. You will probably not see a police officer inside the stadium in a uniform. Okay, you will see them outside the stadium. Those who will be inside will be performing certain responsibilities that not necessarily related directly to crowd management. Crowd management will be done by stewards inside, but outside, when they are entering the gate, the police will help to ensure that where the cases of stampede and so forth, proper management will be done to ensure that order is restored. And also the police officer will be operating there, will be operating under the manual for managing international matches. So they have to follow certain protocols. They will be working closely with CAF officials, closely with FKF officials, and the LOC. They will be guided by the local organizing committee team. So that is how the security is structured. But of course, you know, we have a bigger responsibility of safety. That may not be for directly crowd management, but other safety issues to ensure that nothing happens to the fans who will come and the players who will come here. Also, there are other security issues that are related to fire and so forth. As I said earlier, there will be standby fire extinguishers. There will be all these CCTVs to protect the place. So you should expect that will be the case. I think your question was directed at the CS, but just to add on to what he has said, these security protocols will be continuous. It will continue. Now that we have good facilities, as CS Voria said, we will be having many matches. This stadium will also help in music and other cultural events. And so the National Police Service must continue being on standby to make sure that this is taken care of. There is also a reason why in where we have stadia, we have police stations. It's partly because to protect the facilities. Remember that we have also a Department of National Police Service that deals with government installations, protection of government installations. That is also an ongoing process. So we will continue like that. Thank you, Waziri.
Okay, thank you very much. I think on the matters ticketing, which you have rightly said that they're electronic, and I think as a country we have really moved in terms of technology. Many of our services are online, and therefore I don't think Kenyans will have a problem buying the e-tickets. And in fact, the portal will be open from Wednesday. The portal will be open so that people can buy their tickets. And therefore, we don't foresee any challenges with that. We do our transactions online, and therefore this is not an isolated case. And I'm sure if there are issues that we need to help, if there are challenges that are foreseen, the FKF and local organizing committee will be available to address them. Okay, Wakenya waanze kujipanga. Hii mfumo wa tiketi utafunguka Jumatano hii, na utakuwa unaweza kutafuta tiketi yako kwa simu yako kwa sababu utatumia tu mtandao. Tiketi itakuwa 200, 500 na 1000, ili kuzingatia kwamba Wakenya wengi waweze kupata nafasi ya kuweza kuja hapa na kuwa mafani washabiki wa timu yetu. Na wakati huu ni mzuri pia kusema kwamba ni wakati wa uzalendo ambao wananchi tuweze kuungana pamoja kuunga mkono timu yetu. This is a moment we need a lot of patriotism because Harambee Stars is our national pride, and sports is only a catalyst. CHAN is only a catalyst for us to inspire the entire economic ecosystem and also to profile our country. And of course, one of the key benefits in this tournament is that we are now able to profile our talents. There will be a lot of international scouts who will be looking, who will be watching the games and seeing the kind of talents that we are displaying. And therefore, let us put our best foot forward. And we are confident as government that CHAN will be very historical to all of us. Thank you.
Tutafanya hiyo siku yake.
Tutaendelea kuongea.
Ulichelewa.